What's up, YouTube? This is C-Dog back with another review. This time it's on the Transformers Masterpiece movie series MPM-4 Optimus Prime. And here he is in his truck mode. And he rolls really awesomely, as you can see. He's like a freaking tank. And very cool, very cool. I highly recommend this figure if you don't have it. When you pull up the smokestacks, make sure to pull them up the extra clip so they don't go down. And clip them into place. Checking out the details, we got nice details all over this truck. Let's see, got some Autobot symbol molded on there. You got nice molded in grill. We got die cast headlights with translucent plastic for the light part. You got the nice bumper painted silver, pinstriping flames all over the front of the cab, as well as on the doors and on the side of the sleeper cabs and on the roof. On both sides, looking fantastic. Got it back on the wheel wells as well. Got nice rims painted in silver. Got all this bottom painted in silver. The air filters and everything is painted silver. Gas tanks. Got the bumper painted silver, as well as he's got tail lights. You got the back hitch that connects with the MP-10 trailer, as well as connects with your weapons, and you can place the swords. They have tabs right there, and they slot into right there, and you can flip it around too, so they're pointing downward. But you just peg them together like this, and you take that tab right there and you slot it into this compartment. And obviously you can't do this and the MP-10 trailer, but you can put those in the trailer. So very cool. And like I said, it rolls really fantastically. There's nothing holding it underneath that's getting in the way. And I like that. I like that they didn't put weapons underneath it, because it makes it roll much better. So, yeah. So to transform him, you want to separate some parts first. You want to separate there. You want to separate this. This comes out and down. So basically down. You can see the tab where it goes up there, and it also is tabbed in here. And I'll show you that on the transformation to robot mode. Go up like that. Take this, flip this down, untab these. They're tabbed in quite well. They're tabbed into this slot right there, and you can see that big giant tab sticks right in there, as well as these tabs right here that tab into the blue parts. Just like that. Now you want to take this and revert these like this. This is my suggestion. That way you can take everything and like this, and you can put it back like that to work on the legs, just like that. Now we have what pretty much you might remember as the ROTF mold. You want to separate it here, and it kind of sticks together really good. Not this good. Oh, it should. There we go. And it also pins together down here, but because I had to pull so much force. All right. You want to make sure that these are pulled all the way down and behind this gray piece, like that. Now you will pull this. You want to flip in part of the bottom of the smokestacks in there like that, and then you attach it in there like this, and clip it in. Pull this part down, arrange this part around, and clip it together. Now we would take this, fold the feet out, fold the foot up, fold this part up, and attach these two clips to each other, like this. Snaps together, pin that, and then you have one leg. And then you also take right here, and you push right there, and it ejects this part a little bit out. I'll show you. Let me show you from this side. There, like that. I'll show you a little bit on this side too. So we take this, pull that all the way down, push in the smokestack, go in, fold over, clip that in, fold this part down so you can fold this part around, just like that. Fold the feet down, fold this up, take this, pop that part out, fold this up, and then attach that in there like this. And then you basically, you pull these down, you have the legs. Alright, so now we need to work on the upper part. So this part right here goes up and around. So this is the upper part, and then underneath comes out the arms. So you want to just kind of separate it right here. And then as you can see, the arms are underneath, and this part is above. Okay? You want to also separate it here and here. Then you take these out and fold this in and fold this up. So pull this part out, fold this in, fold that up, fold this up around. Now we want to change the direction of where this is folded out like this. You want to fold this in like this now. Like that. Push in the smokestacks. Like so. Alright, we're getting somewhere now. Take the arms and unattach, they're tabbed together right there. Unattach these, you can see the tabs right there and there. And we pull these out to the side. Okay. Let me just get the camera to adjust up. There we go. Alright, so now we gotta work on this part. So this part here is tabbed in. You want to untab that, and you want to untab these. These will now slide to the side. You can see it slide to the side, as well as the head will pull up. You can put the matrix cavity, which I'll show you now. You open the matrix cavity, and it has the matrix in there. Very cool. Nice die-cast matrix that is removable. That folds up in there. This now, you want the back trailer hitch to end up on the back, like that. So the way you do that is you have these down, you have this come down forward, but we need these in the back first. So these go in the back like that. Okay, it gets a little tricky. And this will fold up over. These will come up. These smokestacks will come up. Peg up there like this. This is how we end up folding it into the back. Then this folds into the back section right here. Get the arms out of the way. And it's a little bit cumbersome, at least for me it is. But it's doable. You just gotta get them up around and then clip it into place. And then it will all fit into place just like that. There we go. Alright, so we're getting there. Next up, we want to slide these over and then peg these in. There's some pegs. You can see the pegs right here. Oops, sorry about that, guys. This thing's wasn't. There we go. You can see the pegs right here, and they slot into slots right up in there. So we just need to slide those over, and peg that in, and then pull up the doors. Slide these back on double hinges, like so, just like that. Same thing on this side, over, pegged in, pulling out the doors, pulling up the doors, sliding this back on a double hinge. It's a little bit cumbersome, but it does work, just like that. There we go. We're getting there. Now we need to figure this out. So the way you do this is you want to rotate these and then you flip this around so this slot is right there. Then you rotate this 1 degree and there's a tab right there that you slot into that slot, and that's how you know you're in the right spot. And then you slide it around like this, and then there's a tab right there That slots into that slot loosely, but it does slot. Same thing on the other side. So you rotate this down, rotate this around, rotate just this part in where this tab will slot into this slot up here where my thumb is. Just like that. Slot it together. And then it will look basically like that. Go around here, you want to finish up this, so we pull the doors to the front. These attach in there just like this. And then you flip out these shoulder spikes to be able to flip up the arms. Up the shoulder spikes to be able to flip up the arms. And then the last but not least, we do the arms. We also fold these part back. And then we take the arms, we unhinge it here. We fold the air filters to the top. We pull out this section. And we lift up this, rotate it around, and then clamp it back down in. Same thing on this side. We remove this. Bring the air filter to the top. Rotating that out. Pulling out the arm a little bit, raising up this, and then clamping it back in there like this. And then just kind of adjust everything, make sure everything's cool. And there you go, you got Masterpiece Optimus Prime. Checking out his face sculpt first. Very cool. As you can see, you got a nice face sculpt. You can also do this gimmick right here where you pull it up. It's on that pin. You rotate that pin 180. Close it down. And you have him in his battle mask. Ready for action. Another thing you want to do is you want to lift these up. Or on a double hinge kind of. To get the eyebrow look. So you kind of lift it up. And then you lift up from this side, like that. Putting these to the front, touching the tabs here. Looking awesome. So, taking a quick look at him. And he does look awesome. Alright. So very, very cool. You got die-cast metal in the bottom of the feet, all the way through these thighs, right here, or the lower legs, I mean. Moving up to the abdomen is all die-cast metal, and these two headlights. Very cool. A nice flame detailing. There's another thing you can do. You can also turn this around and push these in a little bit. This is kind of what I would prefer. Well, you gotta swivel this more. Yeah, like that. So that way it doesn't come out as much from the front. You can't see it as much. Alright, so for action figure wise, oops, still getting used to this. Like this. It has a swivel out to the side like that. Ratcheted on the arms. Nice deep elbow bend, about 130 degrees. Got the bicep swivel. Got the wrist swivel, as well as you got the index finger with 2 joints. So it's got one there and one in the middle to kind of coincide with the bottom fingers, and then 1 pin on the bottom knuckle, as well as the thumb that will go up and down. And you get swivel, plus it will go in and out. So you can do it to go inward for that, like that. You get waist swivel. If you pull down the legs enough, it gives you room for waist swivel. And you get the head, you can look up quite a bit, about all the way to there. You can look down quite a bit. good amount. You can look all the way to the left and right. But in this little cavity right here, you get about from there to there. So not bad. So that's the head articulation. You can also do side kick all the way up, almost full splits. Go forward all the way pretty much. Probably another click. Yeah, so about that much. About that back that much. You get thigh swivel down here, as well as double jointed knees about that much. And what happens is you get swivel to there and then ratcheting to there. One of the reasons you pop this part out that I showed you earlier is because you need room for ankle tilt. You get a nice ankle tilt, plus you get forward and back. Plus, you also get, I'll show you. You see how this is up? So you can, on the sides here, you get each foot will clamp down. So if you have any kind of misaligned, you just plant your feet straight to the ground and it locks them down real nice. So great posability. Let's check them out from the top, from the back. Still looking great from the back. There's one other thing that you can do. You can pull these out. Just a hair, but they still come out. And that gives them more of that look for the movie. Nice painted details on the back of his knees there. I love how he's got the wheels on the thighs. That's correct. That's the first time pretty much. So, fantastic looking figure. He's got a flight stand hole right here. He's got two different sizes. We've got a 3mm and a 5mm. Now these move too a little bit, but I don't really know why, because this one will go up. So I guess some people like it like that. But that's not how he looked to me. He looked like that to me. Maybe just a little bit like that. But yeah, so let me know what you think of the review. We're going to have another whole review here. So to attach first the weapons. So you do have a couple weapons and you plot this in there like that. Let me want this pulled out. You can have it either that way, or you can have it the intended Hasbro way with the steel down. And he's got two of them. So he's got a clear post right there that sticks into that slot right there. Then you got the Revenge of the Fallen look, two blades. Another articulation point is you can drop this to get his arm more out in the front. So that's cool. It's not a butterfly, but it does work a little bit like one, if you know how to maneuver it right. I like how he's got the split here, because that's actually a detail from the movie. It's the way it's supposed to be. It's not just put together wrong, although some might think it is. And he also has a gun. It's an ion cannon, excuse me. So you want to put his hands out, put his thumbs up, his finger and his hands half kind of bent. Wrap this around. There's a peg right there that goes in the slot in the inside of his hand. And wrap that around as you plug it in. And wrap the fingers around more. Just like that. And it looks perfect from the back side. And the front side. Or the front side and the back side. Whatever. So there it is with his ion cannon. Looking awesome. It's got nice weathering here in the front, like it's been fired off a bunch. Nice die-cast metal abdomen piece, as well as these two circles. And these are die-cast. Looking fantastic. Up here is die-cast all the way to the Autobot symbol right there where it's supposed to be. I like how it's got the old paint here on the side here. Checking out some of the details. He's only got it halfway painted, so I'm hoping Takara finishes that paint job. He's got it red painted up there, but it does look nice where it is painted. I like how it's got the broken look, how it's supposed to be. Nice blue for the abdomen bottom truck pieces. You got the flames here looking fantastic. Nice blue painted up here. Gold in the knees on both sides. Very, very nice truck mode. So yeah. So let's transform him to truck mode, shall we? Alright, so before we transform him to truck mode, I just want to do a quick robot comparison. So here he is with the Masterpiece MPM-4 Bumblebee. Show you kind of a scale size there. So he looks pretty good. And he's not even posed, he's just kind of like standing there straight. But you get him posed, looking menacing. Might actually look cool. There. Fortunately, the Hasbro Bumblebee's heels are not very supportive. They don't hold up all that well. But yeah, so it looks pretty good. And that's that. Alright, so we're moving Bumblebee out of the way. Let's get right towards the truck mode transformation. Alright, so first off, you want to go in the back. We want to remove the weapons. So we're going to remove the weapons. We'll do the arms first. So we'll remove all the weapons. Now we push the thumb in and then fold the hands in like that. Straighten the hand out. Pull up this part. Rotate it around. Push down. Push this in. Rotate the air filter down and then push this down and attach. There's a kind of a slot that goes into this. Just like that. So we have that done. Same thing in this arm. Drop it. And then push the air filter to the front. Like that. Push this up. Rotate these down. Push this in. Rotate that around. Close that. And attach these together. Like so. Fold in the shoulder spikes. Like that. Alright, so we got that part done. Next, we turn them around. We want to unfold these. So I showed you how to put them together. Now we just need to unfold them. So for now, you want to have them like this. Okay, so we have them just like that. Then we come up here and we open up the doors. And we pull these out on double hinges. They just come right out. And they're a little bit cumbersome with the blue doors, but it works. Just like that. These pull straight out. Did you see that? See, they're on a double hinge. Then we pull these up to the top. Like this. And just leave them up there like that for now. Actually, we'll pull the head down. We bring these together and we attach them. Let me see if I can show you. We attach them like this with a peg. Like that. And then there's a slots up there that slots into these two, or tabs up there that slot into those two tabs right here. So we want to do that. Make sure those tab in together like that. Alright, so we have that. And then we just adjust these back down. Like that. Okay. Put the doors back in. You can unfold these. We want to rotate these out to the side where they're going to be on the bottom like that. Yep. Same thing on this side. Rotate out, pull out. Rotate to the side, to the bottom, just like that. Alright, so we have that part done. Now we need to pull down the abdomen part before we do the legs. We're going to do that one part. Alright, so we pull this down, pull this part down. Actually, not that part, sorry. We unhinge everything, so this part comes unhinged like this. Get these out of the way for now. then this part will now be able to, we pull this part down with the whole thing though, like that. So then we put the head down, and the head fits right in that cavity, just like that. All right. These will now come in here like this, and then you can attach these by those pegs. Just like that, and just like that. Okay. Now, these will now come up over and fit in there just like so. And it's a little bit cumbersome to get it all to fit, but it fits. You just want to get it as flush as possible. Mine becomes pretty flush. I have no real problems. A little bit sometimes. And then we attach this pin right like that. And then this goes in here just like that as well. Okay, so then now we got something going. Now we're going to do the legs. The way you do the legs is a lot like the Revenge of the Fallen. You pull this down, pull these in, unsnap this part here, and drop this down like that. Same thing over here. Pull this down, push this in, pull this out, and drop down. Close these in. Open these all the way to the back, behind the gray parts. Pull out the toolboxes that stick in. The toolboxes actually tuck inside the die-cast parts. These are die-cast. And then inside here, there's a part right here that you flip out. Right like that. I feel like my hand's in the way or something. Like that. Boom. You want to flip those out first before you bring it all the way out. Same thing on this side. Pull that out. Flip out this part first. All the way. Then pull this to the front. Now, we can attach these. Let's see if we can go back. Attach this together. Like that. Then this will attach together. Right there. And just like that. These will now clip up to the top like that. And then these will ratchet like that. Okay, so, and then you just want to attach, there's a couple pins right here that attach into slots right here. I'll show you like this. You fold this down, this attaches in there like that. Now this we'll redo this again, so that's why I'm not going through it too much. And then you can see me tab that tab right in there. Okay. Just to kind of keep it all together, I'm doing that for now. Okay, these blue parts tab together in here. And then these slide back and become the, oh, hold on. These slide back and they tab in the top of the hips, slide back and they tab in to the top here. To the top of the bumper. Just like that. Okay. Let me get this everything out of the way. So we're getting there. So we're almost there. Okay. I feel like something is off. Probably not. Alright, so next up we need to be able to attach these in here. This tab will go up there. These will attach here. So we want to attach that. And then this, we want the toolboxes up top like, oops. We want the toolboxes, I spun it like that. We want it kind of facing like that. So same thing here. The fuel tanks are on the bottom. That's how you know. Like that. Toolboxes are on the outside. We spin it just like that. Okay, good. You want to make sure these blue parts are closed. just like that. Alright, now we want to attach this part in here. Just like that. And just like that. And then next up, while we attach these toolboxes have tabs that attach into the blue parts right here, but also this red part has a tab. You can see that tab that slots right there. Just like that. On both sides. Blue part closes, tab to the blue part. Slot that tab in there. That'll secure that part at least. Alright, next up we want to attach this in. So pull out the headlights, and then we attach this in here like this. This will slide up underneath and slot in there like this while we tab it in here. Okay. And as you can see, it's coming unaligned a little bit, like everyone else's. So we just want to realign everything, and it shouldn't have too much of a problem. No. Just like that. Just like that. And then I'm going to slot those in there like this. And I just want to make sure everything's slotted back together over here. Just like that. And then we flip up this, pull up the smokestacks until they pop. This part keeps coming above, coming undone. There we go. Snap that together. Are we done? Are we done? I think we're done. Yes. Alright. So there we go. Oops. And there he is in his truck mode. Alright, here's a quick comparison with Bumblebee. As you can see, now this is a small truck in real life anyway, but it may be just a hair bigger than what it's shown here. But this is still a pretty good comparison in real life. I mean, this is about right. I mean, yeah, pretty much. So, maybe just a little wider, I'm thinking, you know, because that's a little bit small, because we're looking at pretty much Bumblebee being wider. So obviously there's no wrong comparison there, but it still, you know, looks okay. So I just wanted to show that off. So let me know what you think of the review. Leave a like if you liked the video. Subscribe for more toy reviews. And as always, stay awesome, stay subbed, and stay tuned for the next video. Peace, that's a wrap. I'm out.